So now for lips, I want to make my lips, my lips. I want to make my lips. Good morning, guys. Today's video is going to be another get ready with me, and I want to create a bronzy fall look with a deep lip. So without any further ado, I hope I can accomplish it. Let's get started. Okay, so for moisturizer, I just finished doing a moisturizing face mask, so my face is completely moisturized and feels absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to start from there. I'm going to go in with my Almay Smart Shade liquid foundation. This is the Skin Tone Matching Makeup. It's got SPF 15 and it is in the shade Light Medium. I want to keep it light today because it's very warm outside. I don't like using really heavy foundation when it's really hot. And I basically apply this as if I were applying a moisturizer. If you guys haven't tried this, you need to try it. It's such a nice lightweight foundation. It's not full coverage, so if you need full coverage, then I definitely don't recommend it. But it does even out your skin tone really nicely. And it's just really, really a nice base for everything else that you're putting on your face too. So my nose is a little red because I have been sick, but I am feeling so much better. I started feeling a lot better last night, but yeah. So I'm just going to finish applying this foundation, and then we are going to move on to eyes. I am so excited, guys. I just finished signing up for the Ipsy makeup bag, the glam bag, and I skipped the waiting list, so I should be getting my first bag next month, and I can't wait to see what products I get and to review the bags. It's gonna be so cool. Okay, so I am happy with that, and let me go ahead and put the lid back on that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with concealer. I still have my Maybelline Match Perfection in the shade Fair. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. I use my concealer as my eyelid primer as well. I'm almost out. Oh my gosh, I'm like seriously almost out. Like I can feel bubbles gurgling in there. And that was my daughter's friend Maddie. She just came by to look for her, but Michaela's not home until about 12, so I told her to come back. Alright, so I'll go ahead. Yes, like I was saying, I use my concealer as my face primer, as my eyeshadow primer. It works really well. I have no need to go out and buy eyeshadow primer because it really does keep my eyeshadow from creasing, and it wears all day long. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna panic. I cannot go out and buy concealer right now. I don't have the money for it at this moment. And I'm gonna freak out if I completely run out of concealer. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that blended in. When I use this foundation, I don't like to use a lot of concealer. So I like to keep it on the lighter side. If I were to use my Fit Me foundation, then I would go in a little heavier with the concealer and do more highlighting than I am doing now, because that foundation is a fuller coverage, so it blends in easier and nicer with it. So that's why I try to keep things a little bit on the lighter hand when I use concealer with this foundation. Like, I'm not putting it on the bridge of my nose, I'm not putting it on my forehead, I'm not using it all along here. I do it sometimes. I don't like to do it. Sometimes I need to do it, but I'm not going to do it today. All right, next I'm gonna go in with my eyebrows, and I am going to grab my eyebrow brush, and I am going to grab my eyebrow powder. Actually, I think I'll use my Ulta palette eyeshadow. I just like the way that looks better. The other eyebrow powder that I have has a bit of a red undertone, and I don't like that because my hair really doesn't have any kind of red undertone to it. So, all right, so let's go ahead and apply. I just very, very light hand brushing this powder through my eyebrows. I don't typically use a brow pencil because I do have fuller eyebrows. I find that when I use a brow pencil that my eyebrows tend to look very fat, very thick. So I don't find it necessary. I'm basically using the powder to fill in the color because my eyebrows are, like, there's a lot of little gaps and things like that. I need to get them done. Okay, so now I'm going to work on my eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and grab my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This actually, e.l.f. This is a Wet n Wild Dollar Tree eyeshadow brush. They have these really cool indents right here that help, like, hold your brush correctly, and they are really, really compact, like very well packed in there, cut nicely, pretty design, and they're super soft. These are excellent eyeshadow brushes. I wouldn't spend more money on an eyeshadow brush because these are great. They work really well. Okay, so my goal is to go in for a very coppery, fall, bronzy type of eyeshadow. Okay, before I do my regular eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Smudge Pot in the shade Cruisin' Chic. And this is a beautiful bronzy type of color. I love using this stuff just with my finger. I just grab some product and just smudge it all over my eyelids. And this stuff doesn't move. This stuff stays all day. It's very pigmented, very shiny. You can build it up to your liking. I like it very, very heavy. Not heavy feeling, just solid coverage. You can put it more on the sheer side. I could actually see the lighter shade that I have called Ain't That Sweet working as a highlighter. Okay, now that I have my base lid color down, now I'm going to go in with my my Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to use my Ulta palette, and I'm going to grab this shade down here called Enthusiastic. And I'm just going to put that right over the top of the smudge pot. It's a very similar color, and it just kind of helps to set it in place. Gives it even more shimmer, more metallicness, which I love. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to go in with Fabulous, and I'm going to put Fabulous all over the crease as a transition shade. Alright, now I am going to go in with the shade called Peaceful with a little bit of Brave. So I'm going to do Peaceful, which is this one. Yeah, Peaceful with a touch of Brave, just to give it a little touch of burgundy. So I'm going to grab some Peaceful. Actually, let me just try Peaceful first and see how that looks, and see if it's deep enough. I'm trying to set this in my crease, outer corner. Okay, I am going to take a touch of Brave and just really pack that on the very outer corner right there in the crease. Just right in here. I'm not really going to move it a lot. Alright, now I'm going to grab my blending brush and I am going to blend this out. Good, I'm happy with that. Okay, alright, now I'm going to take my smaller angled Wet n Wild brush and I'm going to use this to smoke out my bottom lash line, and I'm just going to use Brave for the bottom lash line. Just along, very softly. Highlight, I'm going to use the shade Enthusiastic again, which was the shade I put over the lid, and just a very light dusting of it, and I'm just going to brush it and blend it in. That's a serious highlight right there, look at that. I might have to think about that for face highlight. That's beautiful. Alright, now I'm going to take my eyeliner, and I am using a pencil eyeliner today. It is the LA Colors Auto Eyeliner in the shade Black. And this is actually a very nice creamy eyeliner. Probably not as pigmented as I would like, or as, you know, a high-end eyeliner, but it definitely does the job. I can't wait to start getting my Ipsy bags and start testing out better products, and then maybe someday I'll be able to actually buy better products. But I like the fact that with my channel I can show you how to make lower end items and more affordable items work. So hopefully that is something you're getting from my channel, because I mean, it's out there and it sells, and it's out there for a reason. If you put the time into it, you can make anything work. It may not be, you know, the best scenario or what you want to do, but sometimes it's what you have to do. Everybody likes to look nice, everybody likes to look good, and everybody likes to play with makeup. Well, maybe not everybody, but if you're watching this channel, chances are you like playing with makeup. But not everybody can afford NYX or MAC or Tom Ford or Tarte, Too Faced. Not everybody can afford those brands. Lorac. Shall I go on? You guys get the gist. What did I do to my face? Okay. Alright. Yeah, so, you know what I totally forgot to do? I totally forgot to set my concealer. Such a goob. Okay, so let me go ahead and just set that real quick. I'm like, why is my face getting all wonky? Oh yeah, I didn't set my concealer. I didn't set it on my eyes either. I'm such a goofball today. What is wrong with me? Okay, you know what? You can watch this video, but don't get ready with me today because I'm obviously not on my game. Holy cow. Alright, so today I could probably anticipate my eyeshadow creasing because although I put down the concealer, I did not set it before I started applying eyeshadow. I'll be right back. Let me pick that up. Okay, so apparently this is not my morning. But anyway, moving on. If I'm going to have a rough day, I might as well look good doing it, right? Okay, so where were we? Got my eyeliner on. Yes, I'm going to use my cream eyeliner. Okay, so next I'm going to take my cream eyeliner and I'm going to line my waterline. Alright. Now for mascara, I am going to go in with my Great Lash Maybelline black mascara. Is in the shade Blackest Black. I particularly love how this mascara makes my lashes look. I do not like that it is not waterproof. I remember when I went to buy it, I could not find it waterproof. Like they were out of stock or something. I usually buy it waterproof. But I didn't get it waterproof. So what I do is I use this first, and then I go in with my CoverGirl Lash Blast over it, and that helps. Alright, not my particularly favorite thing is, you know, lashes with nothing else but, or mascara with no lashes, but I need a break today. It's Sunday. No, I lied. It's Saturday. For you guys, it's Sunday. Okay. So now I am going to go in with my face contouring palette. It's the same one I've always used because it's the only one I have. It is the Cedar Colors Contour Effects On The Go. I actually really love this palette. It's very pigmented. It's pretty nice. I can't complain too much about it. And I'm going to use my Wet n Wild contour brush. I'm going to go in this middle tan shade down here with a touch of the corner shade. And just very light with the product, and I'm just going to draw in my contour, blend it into my hair. I'm telling you guys, I'm not having a good makeup day today. What is up with that? I don't know if it's the lighting. It just looks really funky for me today, but again, moving on. Same deal, same colors on the other side. Trying to blend it out, and it just ends up looking really weird. And I know it's not the palette because I've been using the palette for a really long time. Blend it into my hair. Okay, that side looks better. I don't know what in the world happened here. I think it's the lighting. I think part of it's the lighting. Okay, but we're gonna continue. Whatever. Alright, so now I am going to take my bronzer, and for bronzer I am using the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade Sunshine. This is the lighter of the two bronzers that they have. I wish I would have bought the darker one, because it just, I mean, it's a gorgeous bronzer. Blends really nice, but it doesn't give me enough color, I don't feel. You guys tell me what you think. Let me see if I can kind of camouflage the mess that was my contour on the other side. Blend it out. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Glow Illuminating Palette. I'm just going to touch on the lightest shade. You know what? Where's the eyeshadow? I'm gonna dab a little bit of Enthusiastic on there and see what I get. Might as well, can't lose now. That's pretty. That worked. Awesome. At least something went right. Just go ahead and test it on this side. Yes. Alright, and I'm going to take just a touch of Enthusiastic with a touch of my palette, and I'm going to draw it down my nose. That's a highlight. Okay. I'm going to touch Enthusiastic one more time, just because I'm absolutely loving what it's doing. Yes. Okay. That at least went well and worked. So let's move on. We are going to take my, oh my God. What did I just do? Okay. No harm done. I took the finger that I still had Smudge Pot on and I just touched my eye. So I panicked. For my inner corners, which I almost forgot, I'm going to grab my tiny little brush here. And I'm going to go into Enthusiastic once again. Seems to be my running theme and highlight today, which works fine for me because I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to highlight my inner corners and bring it out. Oh my God, is this shade sick or what? Look at that. Love it. I need to remember Enthusiastic. Those are some really nice highlighted inner corners. I cannot complain about that. Alright, so my highlight's on. Okay, now I am going to take my blush, and I am absolutely loving my e.l.f. blush, but I have another blush that I'm dying to try out. It's a little bit more deep. It's not as bright pink. It is a ColorMates Blush and Brush in Mauve Allure. Is the shade, I believe that's how you pronounce it, right up there, Mauve Allure. I know in French a lot of the word sounds are kind of just chopped off at the end, and they have all these letters you can't pronounce. I apologize if you speak French. I just never understood why things are spelled the way that they are. My first language is a language that is very phonetic, so the way it sounds is the way you write it. And even English is like that in a way, where there's a bunch of letters you don't often pronounce. But the French really, really go above and beyond to confuse people, especially trying to learn the language. Again, I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I just find that funny and interesting. Okay, so I'm going to grab my blush brush and I'm going to try out this beautiful fall color. The brush just fell out. That's okay. And it's very powdery, but it's got a very nice pigment. Loving the pigment on that. Very pigmented. I did not even pick up that much product, and I was able to blush both sides, and I actually think I went a little heavy on this side, but make it match. Wow. Alright, ColorMates, thank you for giving me a nice pigmented color for once. Pigmented palette. Your eyeshadows are terrible, but the blush works. Alright, so for lips, I want to go for a very nice, dark, deep burgundy color. So I am going to line my lips with Mary Kay's Signature Lip Liner. I actually bought this at a yard sale for like 25 cents. And it's okay. It's a little stiff and drawing. But it's actually the only lip liner that I have. And I know I've said in the past that I don't like to wear lip liners because I can never draw my lips even. See that? This is rounded, this is pointy. That's literally how my lips are shaped. So it's really frustrating to get the right shape. I always end up slightly overlining my lips, even if I don't intend to, just the way the pencil runs across the bottom of my lip. It's honestly kind of annoying because I actually really don't like that, but once I do it, I have to commit. I'm not going to go back and take all that off. Alright, that's enough lip liner. For lip color, I'm going to go in with my LA Colors Lipstick Duo in the shade Charmed. This is my absolute favorite lipstick. If you haven't noticed, I've used it in several videos, but it looks very different with this lip liner. It gets a lot deeper, a lot more plum color, very vampy. I love it. Holy cow, what's up with this blush? Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay. That worked. Just had to tone down that highlight a little bit. I mean, I had to tone down that blush a little bit. It was very bright for me. Alright guys, so that's it. This is my fall look. It's got very natural tones, and I absolutely love the way it turned out, even though I was having all kinds of issues today with my makeup. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching my creation. If you like this video, don't forget to click that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I am Angela That Babe on Instagram, YouTube That Babe on Twitter and Snapchat. So if you want to follow me on social media, be sure to do that. I'll leave the names down below so you have the proper spelling on everything. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for watching. You guys mean the world to me, and I absolutely love making these videos for you. I'm having a blast doing it. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.